Hi everyone, I'm Brooklyn Kay. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be using the ABH Norvina liners and I will be reviewing them at the end as well. I know that this look is super crazy, but I really wanted to put these liners to the test and see how they performed. So if you would like to see how these ABH Norvina liners perform on the eyes and see more of my videos, make sure to subscribe and like this video as well. I'm so excited to show you guys how this look works and how to do it. And I would just like to give a thank you to everybody that is subscribed and has been liking my videos and watching them and viewing them. Your support means the world to me and I'm just so thankful for you guys. So if you would like to see how I create this look, please keep watching. So it's a pretty complicated look, but I wanted to really push myself with this. And once we have lashes on, it comes together a little bit more. It is a crazy look, so I'm not gonna say it makes it look less crazy, because it doesn't. I just feel like it probably makes me look more human. The first shade I'm taking is Electric Pink from the Norvina collection. And I'm spraying it with my spray, and this is a Bobbi Brown Ultra Precise eyeliner brush. And it has a nice fine tip. And just loading it up on the brush, and make sure to test it on the back of your hand first, just to see if it's a good consistency, which that one I found was. So I'm checking to see where I did it on the other eye. In this one, we're focusing just underneath the brow and kind of following the brow. And what surprised me about these cake liners, I've worked with cake liners before, but these are almost like a putty-like formula. So it's more sticky than I thought it would be, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But just so you guys know, the consistency is a little bit different than I thought. So maybe you guys are thinking the same thing. So just wanted to share that with you all. And then I'm just extending it out. And as you can see on this side, I blended the pink a little bit so it's not as harsh. So I am taking just this small brush. It's a JH39 Morphe brush. I'm taking just a hot pink shadow. This one's from the Jaclyn Hill 2 palette. And then going back over it with the pink liner, just to make sure it isn't lost, because the shades of pink are different. Slightly, like the undertone. This one in the powder from the Jaclyn Hill palette goes a little bit more purpley once it's blended out. Oh my gosh. And as I just blend like some orange on there, hold on, let me fix that. I'm just taking my base to fix it, just over top, because I will be going in with an orange eventually, just lower on the lid. And this next shade is this neon yellow, which I will say is a little bit harder to work with than the other colors. And also a side note, I didn't use the green in this look, but it smells weird. Like just this specific shade. It's like that latex fishy smell. That's what it smells like, just letting you guys know. So for this next brush, I'm using the Crown 170-0 brush, just nice and thin on there. Going right underneath that pink. And then just focus on building it up. And I'm trying to smooth it out too, because since it doesn't get a ton of color unless it's built up, it can get a little thick on there. So just focus on smoothing and laying it down. And it's okay if it's a little bit messy below, because I'm gonna go in with a darker shade and we'll kind of be able to clean it up. Now I'm gonna go in with the purple, and I'm taking it on a Crown 170-2 brush. And it's like this dark purple. I hope they come out with the pastel collection of these, because I think that would be absolutely stunning and so amazing. I know some other lines have, I just haven't checked them out before, but I think pastels would be really fun. The purple is a little bit thicker of a line because I'm creating that crease shape. And it's also to make sure that it doesn't transfer so much. Because if I make it too thin, then the yellow's transferring onto the purple and the orange, and it's not fun. And I kind of messed up on the shape in there, but I will fix that. And now I'm just taking a flat shader brush, and I'm taking Therapy Sesh and Not My Journey from the Jaclyn Hill 2 palette. They're the bright purples. And just tapping that on there to make sure that it is set. So like I said, we don't want transferring. I feel like an alien of some sort. Like, I feel like this is so Katy Perry's like ET video for some reason, which I don't think they even use these colors, but that's what it reminds me of. Okay, so I wet my brush, and now we are going in with the orange shade, which is called Electric Orange. Oh, and I totally forgot one part with the purple, so I'm gonna go in and do that. Sorry about that, guys. So just taking the lower lash line and following up, just to make that nice graphic liner shape. All right, and now we're gonna go back in with the orange. And then just kind of filling in there. And I did set this eye down with some eyeshadow, but this one's coming out a lot brighter without that. And it's also dried down to a consistency where it doesn't really need setting. So I'm just gonna skip that altogether. For the inner part, I used the bright, fun yellow, kind of as like a halo spotlight moment. I'm just moving it back and forth. And I'm doing little lines just so it's nice and blended into the orange. Also just doing tapping motions there. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of work on this eye, and then I will come back to do underneath the eye. Okay, so I am back, and I touched up the other eye because I noticed that the orange on this eye wasn't looking as smooth, and it's still not. Like, I will say that these paints are a little hard to work with because of how sticky they are. Like, if I were you, I would use it just as liner. These kinds of looks, I've just found that the paint has a hard time sticking and laying flat, which, I mean, that could totally be user error, that could totally be me, but I've worked with quite a few products and liners, so it's looking pretty, but it's taken a lot of work to make these look good and smooth. And then for the bottom, we're gonna go in with the purple. As you can see, that was what I did on the other eye. And I'm just going right underneath the lashes. I'm going around the orange in that inner corner, and then just touching up the top slightly. So we are done with the lower lash line, so I am going to touch up my face really quick, and then I will be back for lashes. And the lashes I'm going to be using are the Kiss Lash Couture Foam Ink Collection in the style Midnight. Okay, so I am back and I have lashes on. They are a little more natural, so they're not like showing up to be as like crazy. And now I'm going to be using the ginger blush just to kind of give me a teeny bit of color. Now I'm just gonna do lips. So I'm going to use the MAC Whirl lip pencil, and then I'm taking the Dior 263 Hasard lipstick. And I think I'm gonna change out the lashes because they're just not doing what I want them to, and I'm a perfectionist, so I'm gonna switch them out and then I'll be back. Okay, I am back with my lashes changed, and the lashes, that I decided to use were the Makeup Shack lashes in Crowd Pleaser. I liked them because they were a little bit thicker and more like spacey, so you could still see the shadow through them. The other ones I just felt like were a little too light for the look, so it didn't even really look like I had any on. So I would say I do love these. They are a little hard to work with because of the texture, so when wetting it you have to really make sure that you don't use too much or too little, because if it's too little it's so thick that it doesn't really go on smoothly and can cake and crunch. But I really wanted to put these to the test and do a look that was as crazy as this one, just to really see how they worked and how they performed. So overall I feel like they work really well. I would say the only pigment problem that I really had with the ones that I used today was the yellow, which it's very neon and light, so I can see how it struggled a little bit. But overall, once you layer it a little bit, it comes on very opaque and beautifully. Other than that, I thought the pink performed great, I thought the orange performed great, and I thought the purple also performed awesome. So that is the end of the tutorial. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!